made our way out of long, long darkness, and we made it this far, such a long road. So let's go, shining all the way. Oh, we're on our own path now. We can take it anywhere that we wanna go. Woo-hoo. Sweet songs of love. Oh, can you hear it too? And I see you right there smiling back at me too. Hello. There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Oh, let me turn down Nightbot a bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Jordan Sparks, and once again, we are back with photo editing because that seems to be extremely popular when I started doing this. So yeah, we're going to be doing some more photo editing from Anime North 2025, and hopefully, I'm really hoping that I can get the this done because I kind of just want this to be done, and then I can move on to like maybe another project or another game or another group of photos because I have plenty of photos I need to edit. Let me see if is sound working okay? Um, sound working okay? Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I think sounds work. Yeah, sounds working okay. Hello? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. Just putting a bit of balance for the audio, and then we're gonna get started. All right. Let's get going. All right. So first up, we have this lovely Samus cosplayer. Let's see if we can't make their costume look even more amazing than it already is. All right. Let me put the sound down just a tiny bit lower. All right. So hope everybody's having a good night. So I did do a little bit of photo editing by myself since the last stream, because otherwise it would take forever to get through all this. But I did uh get through quite a bit. We have, let's see, how much do we have left? We have 123 photos left for day 2. For day 2 only. And then we have 441 for day 3, which is the Sunday. And yeah, I think theoretically we can get this done, if not by this week, then by next week. Probably not all on stream though, because that would take forever and I don't have the time. But I mean, like, for photos that you guys missed, there's like, this really nice photo of that character from Naruto, Scout. I'm not really happy with how that photo came out a little bit, but I think like it's not bad. Maybe lighten up a bit. You missed Duolingo. And then what else do we get? Like, this my girlfriend like looking through Funko Pops. She has a Doja Cat one. And then these games. There's a Rebecca. There was also like, what was it, like a really cool one which we well, they're all really cool, I should say. There's one in particular that stood out to me, and I'm trying to find it, that I edited just the other day. It's not, that's not the Wolverine. It was a really interesting one to do. Oh yeah, I love this one. It's Dr. Doom and Sephiroth. I love that photo. That was really cool. Oh yeah, this one. It's like it was just really demonic, and I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I should probably maybe put the just to stylize it a bit more, darken it up a little bit, put that focus, and then give her a little bit of texture. Why not? It is a demon. Yeah. All right. All right, so Rangers in space. All right, let's go back to where we were with Samus. I have been playing Metroid Prime 4 for the last little bit. I haven't played it in the last few days, but I do want to finish that soon too. I'm not streaming that one because I want to actually just take my time and enjoy that game, and I am enjoying it. I'm interested to, when I finish Metroid Prime 4 to see all the criticism that's racked up about it because I'm just like, I get there's a few criticisms I have of the game myself, but am I enjoying it and thinking it's like the worst thing ever? No. It's perfectly serviceable as a game. It's just you can definitely tell it's not the same Metroid Prime that your granddaddy played. No, it's just a difference. And you can kind of tell from what I hear it's because there's a lot of disconnects because apparently it was like traded between different developers and uh you can kind of feel that. But it is still pretty good and I'm enjoying it. I do want to stream the rest of Prime Remastered though, because I did like the whole visor thing that I was doing, and I was like, yeah, let me try and finish the game like this. So we'll see. We might do that. Okay. I feel like I'm making it too light. Bit too light. All right. You don't need to for noise reduction, but we can vignette it a little bit. Samus cosplayers are cool. This is probably one of the better ones I've seen, but all Samus cosplays are cool. I just remember that when I saw this person, I saw like a Samus cosplayer. Oh my god, I gotta take a picture of that. So yeah, just gonna check my audio levels. Yeah, yeah. I also want to make sure because I'm using a different microphone tonight. Not the usual one I would use. So I'm actually just listening back, and it might be a little bit low. Let me just give it some gain. All right, all right. How's that sound? Maybe a little bit more. Maybe 10. All right. Yeah, I could have gotten my regular microphone, but I was too lazy to go upstairs and disconnect it from my other setup. I have this. I have what I have. Oh, oh, it is starting to peak really easily. So you know what? Let's just tone it down. All right. Yeah, it's just starting. Audio levels are starting to peak really easily. I can think. Do you think I can turn up the music just a little bit? All right, just a bit. Yeah, if it starts competing with my voice too much, then somebody can tell me to turn it down. All right, let's see what we got here. Should we? saturate the red, but can we lighten it a little bit just to get the color range going? Actually, I wonder if I change the color. Oh, I can make her yellow. Oh, I can make her pink. Yeah, we're not gonna. All right. Do you think, like, because of the weird lighting, it is a bit off? But I do like the. I want to have that shine because it makes it look metallic. And in fact, actually, now that I think about it, if I add a bit of texture to it, it actually might. Actually, yeah, that does bring it out a little bit. Just a little bit of texture. All right. Maybe the mid, yeah, the color grading, the midtones. Do 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 do. All right, and maybe if I give it a little bit of up something green, just a tiny bit because there's a lot of green around. Actually, I wonder if I switch the primaries. Ooh, getting green actually helps bring out that yellow. Messing a bit with the green. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like how if I mess with the green, it starts coming out a little bit more. Oh, these ones are a bit darker. Yeah, it was a very weird situation with the lighting at that time because it was starting to get, it was cloudy all day, then it was starting to get like not cloudy, and then all of a sudden it started getting like dark and cloudy. So it was a weird day for lighting, man. I'm gonna go. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the second one. I think the second one is really nice. First one's really nice too, but I like how the second one really shines. And it seems like there's less darkness in that shot, and less people. There's a lot of focus on her. Yes, I think that's really good. I just don't like it how I. The only thing I don't like is like somebody's like walking right by her arm. I don't really like that, but you know what? We're gonna go with that. I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm actually curious. Because I'm wondering if that thing we saw before, yeah, distraction removal. Um, can I like just like uh I'm wondering, can I like voluntarily see if that person in the back of them can be removed? Oh wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I wonder how the AI is going to actually like work with that like cracked ground. I'm just curious. Selected. Oh no, no, that's not what I want. No. Generative remove. Oh, crap. Uh, that actually, huh? Yeah, you know what? No, it messes up the arm. See, if you look here, the arm's not that big, and it sort of tries to compensate with the arm. No, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're just gonna survive with that person in the back. Oh well. All right, moving on. Ahoy, Mignoy! All right. SpongeBob cosplays are always really fun. Doodle Bob. One sec, let me just check something. Okay. All right. Let's get this guy not so dark. Bring Doodle Bob into the light. Admittedly, I don't really need to do too much on colors. Maybe selective colors, like the red and orange. Uh, I had the weirdest experience yesterday. I um I applied for a position somewhere that seemed like interesting, and then they had me do an AI interview. It was the most awkward, like actual voiced, like online call AI interview. It was awkward. It was surprisingly seamless for most of it, which was kind of weird too. You can tell it was definitely an AI, and it definitely was, but it's just like it's like, oh my god, it's like able to parse my sentences and infers about stuff I'm talking about, which was kind of weird. Um, but it was very much an interesting experience. Would not recommend though. It is kind of creepy. I'm definitely not getting that job though because after essentially like a half an hour of talking to a robot for an interview, they're like, send a 1 minute video explaining yourself, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, no, this is already way too much. Like, I had to do answer all those questions. Like, I'm sorry, like it was. If you can't figure that out from now, especially since my it's like not even like it's not like I have to be on like specifically doing like being on camera necessarily. But even if I was, it's just like invite me for an interview or have an online call with me. It's ridiculous. People so lazy they don't even let interview you, just let AI do it. Maybe give it a little bit of temperature. All right, there's Doodle Bob. Ahoy, Mignoy. Yeah, I like the first one better. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is Zenless Zone Zero, just because I recognize the design of I can't remember the rat girl from some trailers I've seen of Zenless Zone Zero. I do think I honestly wish I is it like I'm trying to remember like the names I see when I see that character. Is it like Jane Doe or Ellen Joe or something like that? Those are names I see floating up when I see Zenless Zone Zero. I haven't really played I've only played that game once on my phone, And I was like, this is cool. Do I want to play this on my phone? No. I will play this maybe on a console or a PC, and I never bothered to. That seems to be the running gag with Hoyoverse games. I'm like, this looks cool. And it's like, play on your phone. I'm like, no. And then it's like, you can play on your PC. I'm like, I don't feel like it. But those games are huge, so. Alright. I know the one on the left is the rat girl from Zenless Zone Zero, but I don't know who the one on the right is besides, like, generic anime made. Probably another Zenless Zone Zero character, but I honestly don't know. See if mixing with the color, the primaries helps. I do actually kind of like it gives it a little bit more color if you mess with the red a little bit. I do think that the splash of yellow actually helps here in the back. Lighten up the. No, I like the shadows, but I feel like they need to be lightened up just a tiny bit. Yeah, with the tone curve. Okay. Okay. See if I can. How these ones look. They have a little bit of a bit different color space. Okay. Okay. I think it's definitely between the first and the second one. Where's a curly mustache at? Oh, wait. Uh, what you gonna party? People in the house, let's go. It's your boy J Ski. Alright, so I actually like the second one better. Down the room. We bought Blueberry Pocky. I will say though, Blueberry Pocky actually is really, really good. And I remember her and I bought this because Blueberry I've always ranted about this because it pisses me off. But um right before the pandemic, I learned about the joys of blueberry juice. And it's like they used to sell blueberry juice in certain grocery stores, and I would get myself sometimes that as a treat. And like I think the year before the pandemic started because it actually tasted like really really nice. Um, and then I would do that in the pandemic because like everybody's stressed out. Get some blueberry juice, and then they stopped selling it. And I don't know why. It was Ocean Spray blueberry juice. The only thing that they sell now and have since is um blueberry diet blueberry. And it tastes terrible. So anytime I see blueberry or I see blueberry juice or blueberry smoothie, I get on that. 'Cause I'm just like, it's not my favorite drink in the world, but it's really, really good. Blueberry Pocky is pretty good too. I also like my girlfriend has like these or had these nice green nails there, which are really nice. They shined a really interesting color. Oh, this is like a cosplay thing. Oh wait, no. This was I think it was something about yeah, yeah, this was the black anime thing that we went to, which was interesting. I think we went here because we were like kind of bored and was like, yeah, let's go do something, and we wandered into this. Although I think she did want to go there too. Welcome to the Space Jam. Okay. But it's nice to see other black people enjoy anime. Okay. Noise reduction. I'm not sure if I'm gonna how much of these I'm gonna keep. Oh yeah, this one. Can they say it? And do they have the N-word pass? This was kind of funny. Okay, guys, which person has the pass? So, my humble opinion, who has the pass? I don't think anybody should have the pass, but in any case, of all these guys, uh Iron Fist, no. Luke Cage is his best friend, but no, he doesn't. He will never have the pass. And if you know Iron Fist as a character, he would not want the pass. He would never do that. Um, this guy maybe he was Static Shock's best friend, so you know what? He might get a pass. Piccolo absolutely gets the pass 100%. He's black already. Aku, no, absolutely not. Jack is questionable, but he is voiced by a black guy, so we kind of can consider that. And plus, he's Jack. He's Samurai Jack. He can deal with it. He can be trusted with a pass. I'd trust him with a pass. He would have the pass and he would never use it because it would be dishonorable. And I would be like, yep, yep, Jack, you good, you good. You're invited to the cookout. It's always nice to see black stuff in the fandom, though. All right. Oh, does does Gohan at any point get the pass? No, he's way too respectful of a boy to need the pass. He wouldn't want it. Oh God, the League of the class from My Hero, would they say it, or do they have the pass? Questionably, uh, you don't give the pass to the League of Villains because they would absolutely say it. They would say it all day long. So no, you don't want it to give it to them, and only villains would do that. So, all right, back to cosplay. Maybe deepen the shadows a little bit so it's not too light. Got this nice Zoro. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. I feel like his face is a little bit too dark. Do I have to like do it manually, or can I just? Yeah, no, I can do that. I can. That's fine. Don't want to. Don't want to darken our brother's face too much. All right. Give it good contrast. Do I need some texture in there? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of texture. I guess texture actually does help with sometimes when details are a little washed out. Maybe I'll use it a little bit more. This one has a little bit of a different color space, so he is need to change that. Okay, let's copy this over. Yeah, okay. I like the first two. He seemed, or the first one actually. The first one, he seemed a bit more active and awake, even though it has like that blurred person behind him. Actually, can I salvage this one? No, his eyes are not really. I don't know. I like his eyes better in the first one. Maybe unexpose that tight slightly. All right, move on. Miroku. Miroku from Inuyasha. I think that's Miroku from Inuyasha. Would have been nice if he had like a black hole on his hand. Actually, hey, if I well, I'm not gonna do it, but I had the if I had the time and I wasn't editing like a whole bunch of photos, I would be like, I'm gonna edit a black hole into the photo right now. But that takes time and effort that I quite frankly don't care to do right now. Maybe if I feel like it when I'm bored one day. Okay. All right. Um. mm, Mixing the primaries, does that help? Let's see. It's purple. And does adding a little texture help? A little bit. I've actually been avoiding using the texture thing for a while, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't avoid it. I was only usually using it for style, use it for like styling. They're all pretty the same. I'm gonna go with the second one because it's just slightly more center. Oh, this is Goblin Slayer, and it might actually be my friend Paul. I'm not sure. He's a cosplay friend. I see him at conventions only. And it's funny because he's always in Goblin Slayer, and so I rarely actually see him without the costume, and I know him through other friends. Nice guy though. I remember one time I saw him at a con. Was it KimiCon? It was like a small, short-lived convention in Toronto, and I remember he saw me, and we were with our friends. I legit had no clue who he was. he's like, he's like, oh, it's me. I'm just like, who? It's like the guy in the Goblin Slayer. I'm like, oh, I think this is him. He always has a really nice Goblin Slayer. Maybe brighten it up a little bit. Ooh, all the contrast. No. All right. Add a little bit more texture to him. And there's a third one. Yeah, I think the first one is definitely the best. All right. Reject. Oh yeah, there's a this one was really actually really cool, and I definitely wanted to get a photo of it because it's Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. But here's the cool part: like I'm not zooming into her boobs or anything, but it's just like look, it's all yarn, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. It's all yarn, all like knitted, and I thought that was just like super neat. Like that, I found was really cool. I have to wonder how long it took her to make that. Like when I saw that, I'm just like, wow, I need to take a photo of that because that is really super neat. It was like a two-part like trigger of like you see the cosplay and you're just like, what is that? Oh, it's Faye Valentine. And you realize, oh crap, it's all yarn. I love cosplay. You see people get really creative in many different unexpected ways. That's why like I love looking at cosplay and just seeing the different ways people do it and like even learning like the how-to process of how they do it, even if I'm never going to do it myself. It's just really fascinating to me. And I'm in these days of like, you know, all the shit going on in the world and all the bad stuff happening and all the unfortunate circumstances and all the stress and everything. It's just like I just like seeing people who take joy in doing cool shit. That's simple as that. Okay. Yeah, yellow and red. Let's put some vignette. Actually, I'm going to give it some texture because I want to make sure we save all the details of that yarn because that's some really cool yarn. The shadows seem a little bit red. Can I like mess with them a little bit? Yeah, a little bit of green. Okay. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I love listening to my weird ass soundtrack while I do artwork. Oh yeah. Oh, I just realized she has a cigarette. I don't even think I realized that. Like, it's like a fake cigarette. But I didn't think I realized that when I took the picture. Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. Man, check this thing out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this one could be a little bit lightened less. The other between actually, I think two is the best of the three. Best two out of three. Yeah, it's like nice little lean back, nice feature of the costume and the fake cigarette, true to character, very nice. Calling all One Piece fans, please help. Oh yeah, I just my partner and I just started watching One Piece recently, and yeah, I think we're on like episode like 16. How many? I wonder if we've done so far tonight. Uh, we've already done 30. Okay, it's been less than an hour. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. One Piece is cool, but oh my god, is it daunting. Okay, let's tint this a little bit. All right. Okay, the shadows are kind of bothering me. Can I like? No, I'm gonna need to either tint or do something else. Let me see. Probably see if I can get the orange lightened. Gaga Kakachi does it. I want to wash them out. I just don't want it to be like too orange or too yellow. Mhm. I really do wish I got into One Piece a long time ago. I did want to, I just never did. It was too long. I've seen and read bits of pieces, but I don't know everything about it. But I do want to get into One Piece seriously, like now, because like I said before, like when my partner and I went to Otakuthon, they're like, there's gonna be a time when there's no mystery around what the One Piece is, and it's gonna hit different when you find out either by osmosis or after the mystery's all done. And I'm just like, yeah, that's actually a fair point. I should probably get on that. They're doing some sort of, I guess, recording or podcast or something about One Piece I can't remember. They were asking random people about One Piece, and they wanted to ask me too, but I was like, I gotta go. I got places to be. Oh yeah, this is what I was telling about in a previous stream about hijab cosplays and how creative they get. Like this is free run. And I find it really fascinating how they like incorporate their hijabs into the cosplay. I know nothing about that culture or anything, but it's just like seeing the different ways they do it is always fascinating to me. Oh, and there was actually one I'm kicking myself for not taking a photo of last year. It was um someone did Yusei from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds in a hijab, and I passed them in a very like narrow hallway as I was leaving this building. Actually, it might have been the exact moment right before I took this. I don't know. Um, and there's not really a place where you to stop, and so I passed by them. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool," and I didn't couldn't really chase them down. So I was like, "Okay, you know what? I will see them at some point and I will take a photo then." And I never saw them again, and I was actually kind of sad about that. Because sometimes there's like some cosplays you're like you see them multiple times during the weekend, and I figured, you know what, I'll see them at some point. I love this mix of the Ghostbusters theme that's playing right now. Bustin'. My friend explained this to me. What he's like, you should know Bustin', and I was like, because he mentioned it in conversation for some odd reason. I was like, you don't know Bustin'? I'm like, no, and he like showed it to me. I was like, this song is Bustin'. The lighting's not great on this photo though. I want to whitewash these cosplayers, so let's figure out what we can do. Yeah, the lighting is being annoying. See if we can try as much as we can to do these two justice. Austin makes me feel nothing. Oh yes, missing the shadows does help. See if I no, not red. Actually, messing with the red primary actually seemed to help. Lowering it. Feel good, feel good, feel good. Okay, let's see if we can do our best to fix this photo. I'll switch. Da-da-da-da. Hey, turn around now. Turn around. Hey. See if we can salvage this photo. Okay. Uh, okay, let's see how we look before and after. I think this is good. I think this is better than what we got. Wish I was able to give them a better photo with better lighting, but I feel like I don't want to spend too much time on different photos, and I feel like this is good enough. You can't. Actually, that's better. You can't let perfectionism stop you. Which is actually something I had to tell the AI last night during that interview, which was kind of weird. It was asking me about perfectionism. I was like, "You're an AI. What the hell are you asking me this for?" It's weird because I had to like kind of desaturate everything in order to make them show up better. Actually, this one is not bad. Maybe a little bit of fixing because you can kind of see more colors a little bit, especially in the back. And it's funny. I actually just recently started watching Freerun. Um, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm on episode like 3 or 4, I think. It's definitely interesting. It's not what I expected it to be. I know everybody's been talking about it, and now season 2 is out, and I'm just kind of like, okay, fine. I will look at this and see how I feel about it. And I'm just like, this is actually like the kind of it's a very mellow type of storytelling. It's a very mellow type of storytelling, and I'm kind of digging it. And maybe I'm gonna up a bit the noise reduction and the amount of that. Uh, and yeah, before and after. That's a difference of night and day. Okay, that's good enough for me right now. So I'm gonna move on. Oh yeah, this is my friend, my girlfriend, and her friend. I'll skip those, but uh, actually, Auto does a pretty good one for these like sort of candid ones. I got us under that. Okay, yeah, Auto for like wide shots of like things. Auto sometimes does the trick, but for like cosplay photos, no. Like it's gonna do this. Not really. Actually, that's not even bad. Not definitely not how I would do it, but it's not bad. I expected worse. Every time I try doing auto for like actual cosplay photos, it never works out. But sometimes for like wide shots, it does. Still got to do a lot of editing here. Give it that colorful pop that I need, and also it only does basic stuff, so I have to do the rest of it. I have zero clue what this is. I'm suspecting it's Monster Hunter just because she has that thing, and I pretty yeah, actually no, that is yeah, it is Monster Hunter because I just realized that's the fireflies from World. So it is Monster Hunter that she's doing, I guess. Yeah, because that thing on her arm and the thing is Monster Hunter, definitely. Monster Hunter World. Mm. Yeah, yeah, it is Monster Hunter. Yeah, she has like insect live. I guess that's what all that stuff is. Actually, no, I do like the first one better. Actually, yeah, I might even just ignore the other one because yeah, this is way, way better. As a photo, this one's way, way better. And the copied settings actually seem to work pretty well with it, actually. Okay. I do like that I lightened up the green so that it looked more glowy on those fireflies. Okay, the first one of this is definitely the best one. The other two, it doesn't. The insect glide doesn't fit into frame. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, just another free run cosplayer. This one is a bit of a challenge. So I've been around the block in cosplay photography long enough to know like, and I really do love the challenge of this when you have lights because if it's something like lightsabers from Star Wars, it actually is really cool to see them moving a little bit so you can try and like capture the movement of the sword in the photograph if you start messing with shutter speed. I really love the challenge of that. But with the more recent advent of these little hologram projector thingies, they're just a gigantic. They honestly seem like magic to me. It's just like it's things spinning really fast and somehow makes a consistent image. I don't understand how it works. It's so cool. But trying to use your shutter speed to try and get this is a problem because to our eye, it looks like a solid image because it's moving too fast. But to like a camera with shutter speed, which is taking a fraction of a moment, it looks like this. And so I remember I had to like make them stand there longer than I really wanted them to because it kept coming out like this. As like these half circles. So I had to like go into manual, start messing with uh the settings because auto was not working until I finally got it. Yes, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The shutter speed. The only problem is you have to make sure they're really still or relatively still because otherwise it's going to blur them too. Because it's just the camera is like, it's like, to explain it in photography, layman's photography terms, it's like if you have your eye open, really focused for a while, and then you just, you blink, but you sort of control how fast you blink. So slower he takes to blink, the more that the camera has a chance to like look at everything and the more light it can take in. So it doesn't matter if the thing is spinning a whole bunch. It doesn't just get part of it, it gets all of it because it sort of was able to see all of it before it closed its eye. If that makes sense. But it is kind of blurry a little bit, but let me see if I can, yeah, this one is, yeah, like you see because of the blur, like see this guy's moving a little bit, so he's a little blurry, and same here. But they're perfectly still here, so I think this is definitely going to be the photo. See if we can't save this photo. Okay, dim the highlights so that it doesn't glow as much. We can kill the whites, up the blacks. That sounded really racist. I'm talking photography, I swear. If I can get this photo looking nice, I'm going to be real proud of it. Because my god, it was so difficult to get this one right. Okay, so maybe I'll green a little bit because it is a bit too blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Actually, I don't. Why don't I have that song on my playlist? Then again, I probably would get copyright hit. I used to love that song when I was a kid. Okay, let's see if we can get this photo looking nice. Maybe lighten the orange a little bit so their faces don't get too saturated. No, I don't want to make them like super white, so all right. Okay, maybe green the shadows just slightly. I feel like we could do a little better. Let's just quickly do this one a little bit more. Maybe if I mess with this. She's about to cast Zoltrak. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not what I want. No. Starting to see a little too much green, so let's try if we can mess with those shadows again. So if we desaturate some of the green primary, okay, you know what? I'm satisfied with this. I mean, it looked like this before and we got this. So you know what? This is good enough for me, quite frankly. Maybe if I just up the highlights just a it's gonna kill. You know what? You know what? We're just gonna stick up the highlights in the tone and then up the highlights in the or the highlights are already like really upped. You know what? I'm happy with this. This looks good to me. This looks good to me. I feel I feel happy with how this turns out. Yeah, I think this turns out well. Maybe I just want to make darken the vignette a little bit just to account for the extra light we got. But I think this is looking fine. Okay, let's cancel all of these guys. This was dark, so it was hard to get good lighting in the photo. Plus, you have that competing light for the circle. Yeah, there's Senku from Doctor Stone, which I actually really like that show. Or not, I didn't ever actually watch the show. I read the manga. I thought the manga was really cool because like it was like an adventure teaching you how actual science works, and I thought that was really really neat. Like everything, like almost everything comics around the pandemic, I kind of lost track of a lot of things, so I lost track of this one, but I really liked what I read. Get excited. Thought it was a really neat way to get you know kids and teens interested in science. I'm sure there's some science nerd who's like trying to prove or disprove what's actually in the manga. Oh yeah, I think I also forgot to like change my settings to auto after this. 'Cause I was so hell bent on getting that photo with the free run ones. This one came up pretty good. Just getting something. One sec. All right. Definitely like the first one better. I think the light is also in the perfect position in that first one, which I think is really nice. Shadow the Hedgehog. He's got a gun. Need to send Shadow the Hedgehog after Ice. I mean, basically, that was what Shadow the Hedgehog the game was. It was just instead of ice, it was gun, and there's not really much of a difference. Funny how the U.S. used to talk all about ISIS, and now they all just talk all about ice. Oh, how the tables have iced. Change is red. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, how many do we got for today? We got 67 left. Started 123. So I think we're like halfway. Which honestly, the end stuff is really a lot of scenic shots, so like really might be quicker to get through some of that. Mhm. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the settings, so because I needed to bump up the ISO to get those free ring cosplayers, I forgot to change it, and so the ISO is like super hyped right now. So let me go and most of the times for photos, I don't if it's outdoors and the lighting's nice, I don't need to do noise reduction. But a bit changed here. Yeah, and I still did not learn my lesson until like later that night, I believe. So I have to put noise rejection on everything. Inuyasha Kagome. I wonder what their voice actors are doing now. Are doing these days. I can't remember the name for the uh for Kagome's cosplayer anymore right now, but like Richard Ian Cox, he was a the voice of Inuyasha, and his voice was everywhere in the early 2000s. I wonder what he's up to now. And they're all voiced in like Vancouver, which funny enough, I actually just signed to a voice agency in Vancouver. So maybe one day I will be the voice at all the animus. which would be cool. I wouldn't mind that too much. I do love how this person had a glowing Tetsaiga. That was neat. Which is also going to cause a problem when as I edit this photo to balance the light here, but like, God, it looks so cool. Maybe the texturing will help. Uh, I could try like de-highlighting it, but then it's yeah, I can see here how you can kind of see the LED strip they have in there is going crazy. But then it's like it's going. Actually, I wonder. Can I like? Okay, AI. Let's see if you can do this. No people found. You stupid AI. Objects. Oh, you're gonna have me do this manually? Wait a second. Powered by AI. Okay, if I like highlight this, will it sense it? Detecting. Oh crap, it actually does. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we can figure this out. Um, 'Cause I don't want it to be I kind of don't want to lose all of that detail. I do want it to glow. Okay, the AI tool actually helped. Okay. I don't want it to be like a gigantic glowing light when there's so much more to it. Yeah, because this is what it looked like before. What it looks like now. There's a little bit more nuance here. It's like a little greenish, has a little like texture there. I like that. Still, and you can still show it's glowing. So I think that's really good. Fine, AI has its uses. Whoa, 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 whoa. My way. Don't stop till the you can. Oh, as we keep on running. Not the one-way road. Okay, I think maybe the red I can stop uh, saturating it a little bit. Maybe do I want to darken it just to bring out that color a little bit? To bring a bit of a diversity of color there rather than it being so too blown up. I can also maybe tone down the saturation just slightly. These photos are actually pretty tough tonight. I won't let them beat me. But this one is really cool. I love the glowing Tetsaiga. Okay, I think we got this. Nice glowing Ted Saiga there. I think this actually really looks nice. Actually, I hope this is the best one because I don't want to have to do that for the rest of them. Ooh, yeah, this has a different color space. All right. So just quickly check to see if my sound on my stream is going well, and let's just take a quick here and look see of how I sound on the stream. Yeah, okay, sound good. Okay. Yeah, with the glowing Tetsaiga, whoever that cosplayer is, that's a really cool and nice touch. Yeah, I'm gonna simply do the first one. And I really like how the editing of the sword actually came out, because it looks really ethereal. Gonna keep the shadows dark so the sword actually comes out really nice. That's a really cool Tetsaiga. Miku, and I don't know who the is it Len or Ren or something? I don't know my Vocaloids. I really don't. I know my in terms of Vocaloids, I know Miku. I know there's like Kagamini something, and there's like two of them, and then there's like Teto, and I don't know the rest. That said, as much as I am not like much of a Miku person, I do love how Miku was in Fortnite, and one of my favorite things in there is like it's Miku, Miku, ooh, ooh. I love using that emote, and I would not mind. I sincerely would not mind going to a Miku concert, just out of the pure like I don't know uh interest of that technology on stage. It kind of fascinates me. And which is why I wish they would do a Splatoon concert. I really do. That would be real fun. Mm. Love seeing people in silly costumes just have the time of their lives. Mm. Oops. Okay. Okay, yes, the first one definitely. I do find it hilarious. This guy in the back is like the guy in the back of here is just like, oh my god, what it's Miku. Okay. Next. Oh, yeah, this one I felt so ashamed of myself as a Yu-Gi-Oh fan or a former Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I thought this was Dark Magician Girl, and it's not. It's Choco Magician Girl, and um, I can't remember which one she said she was. She was um, magician. Is it Magician's Valkyria? I'm blanking. It's this one's Choco Magician Girl, and I thought it was Dark Magician Girl, and I saw her. I was like, she's like she told me Choco Magician Girl. I'm like, oh, I think it's Choco Magician. Let me quickly check. I'm forgetting my Magician Girls. Yeah, that one. The one on the left is Choco Magician Girl, and the one on the right is not Dark Magician Girl. It's either one of the Berry Magician Girls or it's Magician's Valkyria. And I'm actually kind of looking it up. I don't think it's Valkyria because I think Valkyria has a different, more edgy look to her, if I remember correctly. Um, it's let me just quickly. I know it's not Lemon Magician Girl because Lemon is yellow. Um, let me see. It's not Berry because Berry is baby. Which one was Kiwi? It's not Kiwi. Is it supposed to be Apple? Is it? Is it not? It's not Magician's Valkyria, is it? I don't know. Some Yu-Gi-Oh fans gonna have to like correct me on Magician Girls because I don't think that's Dark Magician Girl. I'm pretty sure it's not on the right. But it's the first time I've ever seen anybody like dress up as the other Magician Girls, which was actually really interesting. Oh, wait a second. Was it Apprentice Illusion? Yes, yes, it is Apprentice Illusion Magician. Yes. It is Apprentice Illusion Magician on the right. So Choco Magician Girl and Apprentice Illusion Magician. It is Apprentice Illusion Magician, which is like the retrain of Dark Magician Girl. Yeah, again, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody dress up as the other Magician Girls. Yeah, because I remember they corrected me when I said Dark Magician Girl, can I get a photo? And I'm just like, no, I'm actually this. I'm like, oh yeah, now I see it. And I'm pretty sure like most people would have mistaken them for the Dark Magician Girl and would have never actually like don't know about the other Magician Girl cards. So this is very impressive. Too much contrast, maybe. I love how the Yu-Gi-Oh music is playing while I do this. Okay. It's how you know they're real Yu-Gi-Oh fans. They get the obscure shit. Even me, I'm just like, oh wow, I didn't even recognize that. Oversaturating the blue if I mess with the primary too much. Let's see. This would make a good card art. Did I vignette it? Very slightly. I think it's fine. I think maybe the blue might be a little bit too contrasted. Let me see. Yeah, no. You know what? Lighten the blue a little bit. Uh, Increase the texture just a little bit to keep those details in and the clarity. Add a little bit of sharpening because I feel like the noise is starting to mess with it just slightly. Actually, I think I might be doing too much sharpening. It does have a huge amount of noise in it, so okay. Actually, I wonder. I'm just gonna do a quick experiment. How does auto denoise look? I actually really want to. Don't I really want to make sure this photo looks nice? It's obscure as hell, and it looks really nice. A Sunday on a black day. Uh, it kind of looks better actually with the denoise on. Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? You tell us you're okay. It's out in the window. It struck you a crescendo, Annie. Into your apartment. The bloodstains on the carpet. Out in the bedroom. You struck down. You struck down. Oh crap! The denoise got copied too. Because like that's weird. Like, see how it's like there's shadows on top of it, which is kind of weird. Um, can I like remove the enhancement? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna redo that, and I'm going. And of course, the Yu-Gi-Oh music still comes on. It's weird. The shadows are completely different. Of times, hard climbs, they'll take a long to get. Okay, the first one is definitely the one. I thought that the weird shadows were like, yeah. Only thing though is I might just blew it up, temperature up just a little bit, tiny bit. There we go. And I can probably maybe get down the texture a little bit more. And more Yu-Gi-Oh music, funny. Get your game on. All right, this is good. Oh, this is a rave that we found by accident. We were just looking around and we kept hearing music or something, and it was like a rave, I think. Or we can just pretend it's just a cage for the infected. Okay. Not going to send too much because it's just a photo of people. DJ Sharpenel. Sharpenel. Okay. Oh yeah, Okaruns from Dandy Dan. I don't really need to mess with the vibrance, more saturation. Even then, I don't even have to put the saturation much. These guys are basically in black. Very much almost a black and white photo. Black, white, and red. Oh, I just realized he has his ball. He has his ball right there. As I just saw that. All right. Honestly, it's very comforting to go down memory lane with a lot of these photos and remember the times it really. I don't know. I'm not really having the best start to this year, so I'm just like, you know what? And last year was terrible, but like getting to relive Anime North is always great, and I love these photos for that reason. I love going through all these photos for that reason. It's always great to go through memory lane and remember sometimes things aren't always terrible. Actually, I'm going to go with the third one. Oh yeah, this was Kahoot. My girlfriend really loved Kahoot, so we were able to catch parts of this. Everybody's just playing on their phone. Actually, does auto work? Actually, auto works pretty well. I don't know. Photo editing these photos. I say a lot of people find comfort in seeing cosplay photos and then also seeing themselves when they find themselves. But like additionally, for me, it's also therapeutic because I get to relive like Anime North, and Anime North is like one of my favorite times of year. It's one of my favorite times of year, and getting to just relive it again through all the hundreds of thousands of photos I take every year and other things too is great. And that's why I love going through all my photos. I have way too many photos I take way too many photos to go through them all either. I have so many photos of trips and things I've done that I'm never going to get to, but you should see I love just going through photos, and you should see like I have on my computer like hundreds of gigs of photos and even more hundreds of gigs of photos in like my external hard drive. Um and actually I'm going to go to the first one. And they're all like organized by year. And some of them have been edited and some of them have not. This one seems a little lopsided. Even though it's like not really important, I'm just gonna maybe yeah, it's a little better. The Kirby. Kirby ate this dude. Okay. Let's finish all the Saturday photos tonight. That's my goal. And then maybe I'll stream another day this week. Most likely, I would say Thursday or Friday. Actually, I might also be streaming Friday with some people, so I might not be doing photography. Might be doing gaming this time. So I'll have to just work out my schedule. But the if I do more photography stuff, it'll be Thursday, and that's definitely going to be day three. I might end up doing some photography editing just by myself just to make this go faster, but the definitely just going to I want to release honestly, if I could release all the photos from Anime North 2025 by like Friday, I'll be happy. So, okay, 1 second. Okay. Because I am still kind of peeved at myself that I did not get all the or at least some of my photo albums from last year done already. So I really want to get all these. I really want to get some photos done and show the world all about my adventures last year. And if there's a uh and if somebody sees themselves in my photos, even better. Mm. All right. There's Lucy and Rebecca. Is this? I wonder if that's the same Rebecca that I took photos of earlier. I can't tell. Mm. This is. I know this theme is from Disgaea. I have literally never played Disgaea ever, but I do find the art style really cute. Um, but I heard this song's on a video of some sort, and I was like, yeah, this song's not bad. I think it's for like a Gundam combo video, which inspired me to make my own on my YouTube channel. Speaking of games never played, I've never played any of the Cyberpunk games either, or I have not played Cyberpunk Edge 2077. But I did watch Edge Runners. Edge Runners was nice. I was surprised how much I liked it. Though I didn't like it as much as everybody else did. But I think we can all agree Rebecca, best girl. I'm not a Lucy fan. Let's see. Going to lighten the orange just to make sure everybody's not too red in the face. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one. Way better focus. Dante and Nightwing. Wonder if I auto this. And not quite. But I did give a better shot than what I expected it to. All right. Okay. All right. Midtones. Something I do need to check at some point, and it is something that I'm kind of interested in, is how does this color looks to everybody? because I just got a new monitor specifically because I wanted to have better color than my old one. But it's just like, okay, what are colors now? Because like, you're seeing it on your screen, which possibly means, and it's being streamed from my screen, from my computer to your screen, but then my screen's also new and different. Your screen's going to be new and different. So how does that translate? And that's something that I've just sort of had to think about lately, especially since I've learned more about the science of screens. I went through that rabbit hole lately, and that's why I bought a new monitor. What is the true colors? What the Life is Strange true colors of these photos and crossovers? I think I like the third one best. Best. I normally don't like the way his face is just kind of like drowned out a bit, but I think it kind of works because it is Dante from Devil May Cry. I think it kind of works. Totoro, Totoro. I'm gonna be go against the grain, and I'm going to say something that's gonna bet people that hate me forever. I'm not a fan of My Neighbor Totoro. I think it's cute. I think it's the design of Totoro is charming. I like the theme Totoro, Totoro, but I mean, like, I found the movie itself kind of mid. I ended up buying it years and years ago on DVD just to watch it one night by myself, and I was kind of like, eh. I get why Totoro himself is popular, but I don't really think the movie is anything special. Actually, did I do noise on this one? Yeah, I did. I think the pacing of My Neighbor Totoro was pretty garbage. Again, I am not saying it's a bad movie. I think it's very cute, and I think Totoro is really himself is very interesting. I just think that and the Studio Ghibli movies I have seen, for the most part, have like weird pacing issues where I don't know, and I feel like that's might be a me thing because I found a lot of Japanese movies um have like these weird like moments where nothing happens. I'm not saying everything has to be high octane action, but I do think that there are just some weird moments where just nothing happens in those movies, or in at least in Totoro, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know who these cosplayers are, but the costumes are cool too. I wonder if there's anybody in there. I honestly couldn't tell you. It is nighttime. Actually, what time was this taken? Actually, my time might not even be accurate. Yeah, it's not telling me. It's just telling me the date. Actually, wait, so capture dates. I don't think I need to do that. Okay. Show focused. Oh, so show focus taken on this date. Okay. Customize. Oh, can I put the time? I'd love to know what time it was when I took this. Uh, hmm, uh, camera info, megapixels, yada yada yada. I have a feeling the time was also off. There we go. Time. It says about about almost 11 o'clock at night. That might have been accurate. I don't really know. Ultraman. Okay. Okay. If she wasn't in this photos, we'd be fine. Her cosplay's fine. We're just like she's not the focus here. I'm not going to do this, but I'm just curious to test out and learn about this AI removal stuff because this is all new to me. Do 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 do. Can it remove her properly and not look stupid? Let's see. Oh, oops. It was like still active for some odd reason, even though I stopped clicking. Okay, subtract, remove. Let me see if how well this works. Um, honestly, that's oh, there's variations. That's wrong. Uh, I actually don't know what is correct here. I think it probably would be like this one, but like, hmm. Oh, that's not bad. I'm not going to use this one. I think this one's a bit more interesting. Okay, let's see. Look at the boy. Actually, yeah, the background is well, not perfectly accurate, but still, like, not bad. Still, I'm gonna go with this one. No AI, and shows two people having a great time with Totoro. Okay, Ultraman, you're up next. Okay. Not particularly a greatly shot photo. So let's see if we can salvage it. Eh, no matter how good you are, all your shots can't be winners. Mm. Okay, so don't really need to vignette it that much. There's a thing I saw on Twitter the other day of like people in like the United States in English doing like a mall presentation of them fighting like a guy in a toy play suit as like two or three different Ultramen, and it was actually kind of fascinating to watch. Say what you will about like Japan making like these like Sentai like tokusatsu things and how it looks extremely fake. When you actually see them make like the most like dumbest like weirdly odd special effects for like stuff like Ultraman and Power Rangers and whatever, like it your sense of like needing to want it to look like super Hollywood like high budget, it just goes away. I love seeing like them create like creative low budget crazy stuff with tokusatsu stuff. Yeah, I think this third one is the best one. Like he's perfectly in focus, whereas there's a little bit of extra focus in the background of the other ones. I think the colors also look way better. Oh yeah, this was thing my girlfriend dragged me to. I think it was about BL, and I was like sitting in the corner, kind of like, I know nothing of this. You know, I don't mind going to that sort of thing. It was not really my cup of tea, but I mean, like, it was still fun and interesting, and I got to, you know, experience a new side of Anime North, which was interesting. Yeah, last year was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Uh, let's relive these memories together. BL Red Flag Court. Jeez. Very listening. I was mostly listening casually as I like was on my phone while it happened. But occasionally I would hear like them talk about something. I was like, "Excuse me." Maybe it's like some messed up BL premise, and all the people in the room, mostly women, know exactly what's up, and I'm just like sitting there like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" I can't remember anything in particular, but I remember there was like some stuff I heard. I was like, "The fuck." Oh, wait, did I have? Yeah, because I did not, still hadn't fixed the issue. Okay, let's do a little bit of editing, not using generative AI. Okay, let's do AI selection actually, just to see if we can get, yeah, get the screen. Good, good AI. Don't terminate me when you take over. Oh, actually, this actually looks pretty nice, actually. I might go back and later on and just do this for all things with projections. Yeah, that actually works really nice. Can I, like, go in clarity? Yeah, clarity. Oh! Oh, hello! The new Mecha Gaming. I like Mecha, and I like gaming. How's it going? Thanks for following. Just going through Anime North photos. Welcome to the stream. Hope everything's going well for you today. Yeah, we're going through all the photos I took at Anime North 2025, and we're on or almost at day. Oh crap, we're on 600, which means we only have 28 left in day 2, and then we have to tackle the 441 for day 3. But yeah, this is a. I was saying this was a BL panel that I was dragged to kicking and screaming by my girlfriend, and yeah, it was an interesting experience. And can I copy it? Why can't I copy? Oh, because I'm not in the rain mode. Okay, that's why. Okay. Yeah, there she is on the left, watching her BL, them talk about BL, and I have like zero clue what the hell they're talking about. I think it was like something like the two hosts and also the audience had to like defend certain horrible people in BL, and it was kind of hilarious to hear like stuff. And then it's like I hear like all the messed up stuff that like whatever character had done. I was like, the fuck. I don't need that one. Those ones. Yeah. The funny things you see at Anime North. I don't even know the context for this. I just took a picture as it was happening. Just took a picture to commemorate it. I cannot get in the way of the true love between these two. Between the woman and her cock. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't believe we're almost done day 2, finally. And then we can finally move on to day 3. And if I can get day 3 done this week, I will be super happy and I can release all the photos by Friday. And that would be lovely. And I might be streaming with some friends on Friday, so we'll see. Oh, TK, TK, TK. Hope everybody's doing great tonight and having a good night. And are enjoying me just reliving my memories of Anime North. These are all very memories very precious to me. And I'm happy to share them and relive them as I go through all these photos. Mhm. Not using this photo anyway, but I just find it funny. Mm. We got a sudden uptick in viewers, so hope you, if you're new, like the new person who just followed me, yeah, enjoy the little weird soundtrack I got, full of slams and jams. Slam jam with relative ease. Don't worry, everybody. It's just an innocent photo of a girl in her cock. Let me see if I can. It's a tale as old as time. Is that straight? Just show this to anybody and just see what they say about it, and if you can explain it. If I have somebody walking into the stream, I can explain. Actually, no, I can't. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, Dio. I saw this. I saw the costume, and I recognized it, and also the sign. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. I love this costume. I have to take a photo of it. If you're not recognizing, it's Dio from JoJo, but it's like when he's fighting Jotaro and he's faking his death, and he's like gets a sign and is just like, he's like, is he dead? Am I sure he's dead? I'm gonna take a sign and cut off his head anyway. So make sure her face is not lost in the shadow. I may have to custom do her face. We'll see, or lower the contrast. We'll see. Honestly, okay. You can't mess with the yellows, or else it's gonna mess with her cosplay. So okay, I should probably maybe see if texturing actually helps me with keeping some details. Okay. Messing with the primaries. Nothing really happens. You know what? Let's try and see if we can't just actually a lot of noise in this one and I really want to save it. So let's see if AI denoise works a little bit. Yeah, I think that actually works better. Maybe also let's see if we can get her face a little bit uh just very slightly deshadowed. Okay. Light speed. Go. Let's make sure I add to the brush because he missed some of her lips. Okay. I'm gonna make sure her face isn't completely drowned out. Yeah, just a little bit of just to help her face shine through because she's having a great time. She's having a nice smile. Let's just let's not waste that. Make sure it's got everything. Okay. Can probably temperature actually either temperature her face or no, the room's actually fine, so let's temperature her face a little bit. Uh so it's a little bit desaturate it slightly. Okay. Before, after. So before her face is kind of yeah, after her face is a little bit lighter, so you can kind of see her smile a little bit more. There we go. So I think that looks very nice. Maybe give it a little bit of extra noise reduction. The denoise wasn't perfect. Some slight sharpening. Oh, my thing's freezing. There we go. Oh, it's freezing again. Oh wait, oh there we go. Okay, so I think that looks good. So this is like before and after. I'm happy with this. I am very happy with how. Sorry. I'm very happy with how this looks. Oh yeah, there are other ones. Look behind. Look, the guy's like, oh, you know what? We're gonna keep that one. Wait, no. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, the guy just behind just like ran in behind her, and I was just like, I'm doing the pose too. You gotta love these types of events for these types of moments, and she's just like, "What the hell?" And he's just like, "Ree." Uh, all right, so I'm gonna apply the same thing. I'm gonna denoise it. I just love the girl in the back of like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, is she also doing a pose? I can't remember. I can't tell, but she's not really coming out clearly. So like, I'm probably gonna I might cut that one. And her face actually comes up much better in this one. Actually, I don't really need to do much. This one is definitely funnier because she's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. I forgot all about that. Here I stand beneath the warm and soothing rain. All right. We got only 17 more photos. And it's 12:30 midnight. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. How many? Well, we'll find out in a bit, but well, actually, wait. We had one, two, three left, so we can do math. I can do math, right? So that means that 17 photos. So that's oh god, I'm terrible at math. Let's see, 216, 206. I don't know. I can't remember. Well, what we got. I don't know. Why do math when I can just tell it can just tell us 107. Okay. I cannot math tonight. It's too late. So we got 17 photos left. And we have the perfect cosplay. Something I've been extremely obsessed with for the last several years has been a YouTuber by the name of Devil Artemis. I love his work. He makes a bunch of these Cell versus videos. They started out as 2D, like a sort of a bridge series parodies, and then he just went into 3D animation through like Source Filmmaker and Blender. And he does stuff. He still does a lot of stuff pretty regularly, and there are like a bunch of these shorts with um Cell from Dragon Ball Z, Kermit the Frog from the Muppets, and he's just like interacting with like a bunch of stupid things from like other shows and games and stuff like that. I find it really funny. And he busts them out super quick too, which is kind of surprising. Funny enough, his videos actually were a big inspiration to me because when I made Civic Story, um, I really love Kermit how he portrays Kermit the Frog in that in his stuff. And so like when I got the when I wanted to make like a fun character in that in Civic Story, I was like, what if we made like Kermit, but not Kermit or a Muppet or something like that, and that ended up leading to like our one of our popular characters, Chef Mondo. He's like a cooking Muppet who's just really silly. All right, let's focus him in. Yeah, and let's mess with the green primary and the blue primary. Not so much the red primary though. Let's see. Space is kind of red-ish. Can we like maybe tone down the highlights or something? His face is a little bit red. See if we can like get it to. Actually, before I do that, I'm actually gonna see if I can figure out which one is the one I like. Hmm. I think this one, the second one, is the one. Okay, let's up the exposure just very slightly, maybe increase. You know what? It's Dragon Ball. Let's make it dramatic. I'm gonna see if I can get the AI to identify his face easily. Not a fan of generative AI, but these AI tools that let me do this are amazing, and I don't have to manually start painting out things to mask. Make it a little paler because that is what Cell does. That's how Cell looks. How can he see? Because it feels like it's going over his eyes. I wonder, is that mask only getting? Yeah, it is only getting his face. Okay, good. All right. All right. So, not to whitewash people, but I think that looks better. All right. Now, no, you know what? Now, this looks perfect. Eh? And I think this might be the last cosplay for day 2. Oh wait, no, I missed this thing. I'm trying to remember what the hell this was. What is this? Oh, this is like characters like does this character beat this character or something like that? I think. And the audience had to like try and like guess or try not guess but vote on who on what. I'm going to use the AI to just mask that's the screen section. I didn't noise and denoise that one, right? Yeah, I did. I did. Okay. Actually, I want to see like what does it look like before and after. Yeah, that definite improvement. To me, these photos are not just cosplay photos, or they all tell a story of a moment I was in, and I get to live that again. And sometimes I don't remember these things. Like there's old photos from like years ago. I probably will not be able to tell you the story behind them, but I just like it's interesting to see So this is what past Jordan's adventures were. That's why I love looking through people's photos. There's always a story, whether you know it or not. No, is it? No, objects, use, auto. Okay. Okay, it's pretty good at that. Yeah, when people are anti-AI, and I am very anti-AI, um, I'm anti-AI in terms of the generative sense, but I don't really mind using it as a tool. Like, if there's AI tools that can help with tedious nonsense, I'm all for it. Because there are a lot of art things that I do not enjoy doing, but are necessary for the process. And I'm just like, yeah, I can. I don't think it replaces completely, but it allows. Like, I would if I'm doing like some like very basic stuff. If I can help my workflow and make it faster, I think that's great. Maybe now that that's done, I can up the exposure. Wait, what? Yeah, there was like Kirby versus. Is that supposed to be Aang? Yeah, I think it's Kirby versus Aang or something like that. I think Kirby wound up winning or something. It was like SpongeBob versus Aang or something like that. I can't remember, man. All you need to know is that Kirby beat CJ from San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, and this is the last cosplay of the night, which, quite frankly, I don't know what this is, but it does look cool. Okay. Okay. I think that's getting a little bit too much shadow on her face. Might have to do her face just separately. Let's see. So let's see if I can go orange and make this easy by like lightening it. Not really. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna go with our tools again. Yeah, sometimes when you try to make everything blow up in color, you kind of affect the face, and I've talked about this a lot. Just want to try and balance up the face a little bit. Not completely wash them out. Keep the color in their face, but I must say I think dehaze is a favorite feature of mine. All right. Oh, my computer's starting to. Okay. I think maybe a little bit more contrast and shadow would be good for her. Why is my computer slowing down? That was a little bit tough. Okay, let's try and cool this down a little bit. Okay, you know what? I think that's good enough. Hmm. I think maybe I over contrasted that face. So you know what? Let's. Come on, computer, why are you messing up? Okay, let's go with that. Okay, so there's more. I might have wasted time doing all that face editing. Yeah, I like the second one, but I do think I need to mess with the lighting a little bit. I do think I need to mess with the face a little bit. It does seem a little bit too oversaturated. And there's too much yellow and orange for me to really do that. My colors, so radio. All about the radio. It's a jet set radio. It's on a tuck it down. What if I can make it? Actually, no. I'm gonna make a separate thing for her hair. Oh no, I do not want that. Um, select subject, select sky, select people. I want to make a separate thing for her hair and see if I can like mess with the hair. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks way better. The yellows of her hair is actually like now like much easier to control and looks really golden like she should. Maybe like the background just to like darken it just slightly. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that makes it look much better. It does all the light colors don't blend into that background. It's and yeah, we can contrast it too. So the background has its own sort of feel. I think this actually looks really good. I wonder what this cosplay is. I have no idea, but it looks sick. And from now, it's just now it's just pictures of the Congress Center before we went back to our hotel. Okay, all right. I'm gonna ignore this one. Ignore this. The best in the business. Gem, great experience makers. Toronto Congress Center, the Yes Center. This is not what I was trying to take a photo of. I was trying to take a photo of this. This is what I wanted. I'm gonna do the second one because it looks way better. That'll be the last photo of the night. Okay, let's see if we can get a nice photo of this art by Jack Yuan. Make some cool art, Jack. Woo, woo, come on the train and ride it. 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 Come on the train to choo choo ride it. Come on the train and ride it. Come on the train. Did you ride it? Come on the train, the choo choo train. Damn being down south while we play this game. If you're going to call it the train. If you're gonna ride the train, it's going down the train, it's going around you couple boys on your next of kin. It's just like a choo choo. Okay, let's see. Oh. All right. I'm happy with this. Uh, And that was the end of day two. That's the end of day two for Anime North. We got 123 photos done in just over 3 hours. So yeah, I'm pretty happy and proud of that. I think let's see if there. There's way too many photos that I just love and adore about every day of Anime North ever. But we got like so many, man. We got like this, which it blows my mind how they. This is a knitted yarn Faye Valentine. Uh, the hijabi cosplayers for Freerin. Um, the Monster Hunter. This thing, oh my god, this took so long to perfect, and I'm still not even completely happy with it. I think like there's still I still feel like there's something I could do to do it. I'm not sure if that's dehazing. I'm not sure if that's denoising. There's just something about this photo that I love, and I'm trying to make sure it's as good as I can make it. You, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna party people in the house? Let's go. Is your boy J-Ski alright? Okay. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point. Actually, I wonder if I denoise it. Well, what will happen? Actually, that doesn't look half bad. As if I, what's super resolution? Applying super resolution. I've never seen that. Um, has anything changed? Yeah, that was raw details. I've never tried that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna denoise this, and then yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for the night. Got all of day two's photos down, so now we got day three, which I'll be starting soon with more cosplays from day three. So we got, let's see, we got 257 done from day one. We got 628 done for day two. What exactly does that equal? Because I am terrible at math. 257 plus 628 equals 885 photos we've done so far, and we have 400 left. 441 left. We'll see how much we can get through them the next few days. Not all of it's going to be streamed, but yeah, I'm going to get them done, and then I'll be able to put them out like I always do. Yeah. So all sorts of stuff in store. Oh, and for day 2, if I go by how many confirmed photos do we got for day 2? We got filter based on thing. Come on, filter. There we go. Okay, so okay, so out of the 628 photos for day 2, we got we got 222. 222. Okay. That is how many photos we got for day 2, and I know for day 1 we got day 1 we got yeah, there's my girlfriend and her cosplay. We got oh wait, no, I have to filter it. 97. So 97 plus 222 equals 319. Of the 800 and whatever photos, we got 319 approved. So we're going to yeah, that's it. So I'm having a good time doing these photos on stream. This one seems a little bit too overblown, so I might edit this one quickly. No, I'm not going to create a virtual copy for soft proofing. But I am going to just slightly no, why is it asking me for that? It keeps asking me to make a virtual copy for soft proofing. Uh is it because I still have the filter up? I'm no. Wait, oh, soft proofing is on for some odd reason. Weird. Um yeah, I do remember loving this photo, so I want to make sure it's good. Yeah, I think this looks much better. All right. So that is the end of tonight's stream. Thanks everybody for coming, and thanks for the new follow. Hope everybody's having a good night and has a good sleep, and that everybody stays safe and does their best and is good and good to each other. All right. Have yourself a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching me stream some more photos, and hopefully I'll be doing more. All right. I'll be streaming I think at least one more time this week, if not twice. But we'll see, depending on the schedule and how busy I get. All right, stay safe, everyone. Have a great night. Bye. We made our way